Good day. I am Alan Isildonio Jr., 19 years old from Poblacion, Alvera, Leyte. First year Alpha. I'm going to answer the questions of the final examination in Science and Philosophy, reminding you that this is educational purpose only, not intended to offend other people or to influence or persuade you of changing your values. I'm merely informing you of what I have learned from this subject. The first question goes like this. Should same-sex marriage be legalized in the Philippines? My stand on this is no. The absolute moral law gives us the fixed legality that marriage is the union between a man and a woman. The philosophical argument that I'm going to say is that if you are going to judge or argue something based on your feelings, it is subjective. But if you're going to judge or argue something based on truths or evidences, you are being objective. Now I'm going to prove to you that this philosophical argument is objective by objectively giving you the reasons why same-sex marriage should not be legalized in the Philippines by the Family Code of the Philippines and the absolute moral law. Firstly, according to Article 1 of the Family Code, provides that marriage is a permanent union between a man or a contract between a man and a woman entered in accordance with the law. The Family Code states that union exists only between a male and a female. Secondly, the absolute moral law dictates that same-sex marriage acts violate natural law or divine intentions and are therefore immoral. According to Bishop Marie Emmanuel, when God Himself created the human being, He created Adam and Eve. He called them male and female and united to multiply and fill the earth. The blessing of marriage can only be given in a matrimonial union between a man and a woman. God cannot change His word, for it is the truth. Because if God doesn't exist, objective moral values and duties do not exist. But because objective moral values and duties do exist, then God exists. Thus, the objective reality of moral values and duties in accordance with absolute moral law tells us that marriage is the only blessed between a male and a female. Other than that is considered subjective and illegal, which correlates to the philosophical argument earlier. Again and again, objectively speaking, the same-sex marriage should not be legalized in the Philippines. The second question goes like this. Is gender assigned at birth or recognized at birth? Which is backed by science and philosophy. In definition, gender assigned at birth means that gender is initial at the time of birth, while gender established at conception is your gender that is permanent at the time you were made. The assertion, which is backed by philosophy and science, is that gender is established at the conception and recognized at birth. In science, according to Dr. Grossman, gender is established at conception and recognized at birth, if not gone earlier. Biologically speaking, a man should have an XY chromosome while a female should have an XX chromosome. And that is the basic biological truth that is backed by science, that gender should remain as what they had been recognized and not change. And in philosophy, if you feel that you are a man trapped in a woman's body, you are being subjective, as per the stand of gender assigned. But the reality is, in philosophy, we use objective reasoning to argue and arrive at the truth. Reason comes before faith, belief, and practice. And the reason is that a person is recognized to be either a male or female at birth, nothing less or nothing more. All in all, gender is established, permanent, and unchangeable. So I'm informing all the parents and children the awareness that what their children truthfully are is what they are. Let us not make a confusion to children, but let us make a unified infusion of the truth. Again, educational purposes only, informing you the truth that I know. Thanks for listening and have a good one.